China wants H-20 and JHXX-2 bombers. Yes, 2 new stealth bombers. The PLA Air Force is developing new medium and long-range stealth bombers to strike regional and global targets. Stealth technology continues to play a key role in the development of these new bombers, which probably will reach initial operational capability soon. In the last few years, China's development of what appears to be a subsonic long-range heavy strategic bomber called the H-20 has become increasingly evident, which apparently resembles the US B-2 Spirit in form and function. Why would PLA Air Force even order 2 types of stealth bombers? Effectively, the JHXX would represent a different set of design compromises. The H-20 trades speed in exchange for greater payload, range and stealth. The game plan is for such a bomber is to penetrate enemy airspace without being detected at all, as it doesn't have the ability to evade enemy fighters or missiles. Its projected range of 5,000 miles would allow it strike targets across the Pacific, especially if combined with aerial refueling and long-range missiles. The JHXX would likely have shorter range, 1,500 miles, and a smaller payload than the H-20, but would be much faster at speeds up to twice the speed of sound. Thus, while an JHXX might eventually be detected as it sprints towards its target, the combination of speed and reduced detection range would theoretically give interceptors and air defenses too little time to react. Overall, the H-20's long range and heavier payload is more useful to the PLA Air Force. However, the JHXX would bring a different mix of capabilities and might be better for penetrating certain very dense air defense networks where evading detection may not be possible even for a stealthy H-20. Unlike the H-20, the JHXX's high speed would make it viable for carrying air-to-air missiles, not only for self-defense, but for hit-and-run attacks on vulnerable support planes, or to rapidly intercept incoming bombers. While the JHXX likely wouldn't be optimized for short-range aerial dogfights against highly maneuverable fighters, its stealth, speed and large payload could still make it a deadly delivery platform for beyond visual range air-to-air missiles. The first image of this JHXX concept was leaked at a convention in 2013. Then in May 2018, the prestigious Chinese magazine Aviation Knowledge flashed concept art on its cover of a futuristic-looking stealth jet measuring roughly 30 meters in length, with 2 huge turbofan engines atop the rear fuselage, canted tail stabilizers. One last intriguing application of the JHXX concept could be naval strike. The stealth fighter bomber could conceivably get much closer to, say, an opposing carrier task force, before being detected. Of course, stealth capabilities might also make the JHXX an especially survivable electronic warfare and spy plane in its own right. Naval analyst Robert Farley has speculated that the JHXX might even be intended for carrier deployment. If the JHXX is truly under active development, then additional rumors and photos may eventually surface. Until then, the supersonic stealth bomber's development status must come with an asterisk, even if that won't dissuade model makers and defense writers alike from speculation. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.